Hey guys, what's up? It's Andy Fogarty here for the AtHomeWelder.com. I'm here for KingMetals.com, and today we're going to talk about welding fusion. How to know whether or not your weld has the proper amount of fusion, meaning, are your welds going to stick together? So the first tip I have for you today is kind of a no-brainer, but you wouldn't believe how many people just totally skip this process. And that is just making sure that your metal is clean. Now, a lot of times you'll get materials in from different stockyards and it's been sitting outside, it's been in the weather, it's starting to rust. A lot of times stuff coming from the foundries has a lot of excess oils and stuff, depending on, you know, it coming from different countries, all sorts of variables. But your metal can come in very greasy and it can come in very dirty, and you got to make sure that you clean all that stuff off. Now, how do you clean a metal? Well, you just use any sort of degreaser. Now, if you go to your local metal supply place, I'm sure they will have great degreasers there that will kind of get everything off, a nice little cleaner. You want to be kind of careful of just going to the store and buying some sort of weird cleaner to wipe this stuff off, because remember, you are going to be welding onto this stuff and you don't want to get any sort of weird fumes. I would just basically stick with the degreasers that you know are coming from metal suppliers or that you've used on metal in the past. Now, my favorite way to remove excess rust and even just dirt and stuff like that is an angle grinder with just a wire brush wheel on there. I love these things. It takes anything off super quick, paint included, so you can make sure that that metal is nice and clean. Now, one thing you want to be careful of is sometimes these bristles can come loose and start flying off, so you want to make sure you're wearing an apron. Now, the second tip I have for you is don't be afraid to make more than one pass. Meaning, don't be afraid to have more than one weld bead going across where you need to weld. Everyone in the beginning, they want to fill their welds with one pass. They think you need to have one big flowing weld. And that's great when you can do that. But many times, you're just not going to be able to do that and have an adequate weld that's going to hold. Now, you want to make sure your root pass, your first weld, has ample coverage on both sides, and if that doesn't fill your gap, well, then you're just going to stack your welds. You don't just want to keep squeezing that MIG trigger and just pumping out all that weld. It's not a hot glue gun. You can't just fill it in one pass. So don't be afraid to make more than one pass. So that's it. I'm Andy Fogarty for the AtHomeWelder.com and for KingMetals.com. Hope you enjoyed these two little quick tips. It's going to keep you welding great in the shop. And if you want more great tips and tricks like this, come on over to the AtHomeWelder.com, sign up to join our community, and we're going to send you some great tips every week and some great welding instruction as well. So that's it. I'm Andy Fogarty for the AtHomeWelder.com and for KingMetals.com, and I'll see you again next time.